You're watching special pre-event coverage of the 2026 NADA show exclusively on CBT News.
Hey everyone, Jim Fitzpatrick. Welcome into Driving Solutions right here at CBTnews.com. Joining us now is Brad Title, who's the founder and president of Gubagoo. You've seen him here before on CBT News to talk about how Curator is performing in the real world and what dealers should be thinking about as they head back into NADA in just a couple of weeks. So thank you, Brad, for taking the time out of your schedule there at Gubagoo to join us.
Thanks for having me. I feel like it's our second or third year anniversary.
That's exactly right. And every time we talk about NADA, it's like, wait a minute, we just got done with NADA, and here we are talking about it again. These years are flying by, but it's been almost a full year since Curator, the automotive industry's first unified intelligence engine, was unveiled at NADA last year. What's been the response so far by the dealers?
So it's been very positive. We releasing Curator was a big departure from the past of rentals, where we've made the data and the information more accessible. Dealers have been very responsive. We've had a bunch of enrollments. The feedback overall has been very positive.
That's great.
Great results.
What have been the results for dealers?
The results, well, they're on many levels. So I think the best answer is, the first one was within our data and VIN segmentation analysis of the database. So being able to help dealers understand how to use Curator to engage consumers by using our analysis of the VINs, so we understand and identify the 6 different segments of the dealer's database, from the sold customer, the service customer, the sold and service type customer.
Wow.
Those that are active, those that are inactive. That was the first very positive result, because that's what enables us to drive the data activation on the first party data, which produces all the power, right? Because if you can't activate the data, you can't engage the consumer. So our ability to activate using audience management to activate with lifecycle communications that target the 6 segments of our database ensure that our dealers were talking to every VIN in their customer database on a very relevant basis.
Nice.
And,
how does Curator activating a dealer's first-party data help the sales organization?
Well, when you take all the information that we have and then you set up all the different audiences for every one of the 6 segments, we're able to activate these customers with relevant one-to-one messages that pertain to them, that are precise and relevant. And so when we looked at the effectiveness of activating our data by looking at our dealers' results, for example, with retention and reactivation, which is at the end of the day what it boils down to with all this marketing. We want to see how many people we can retain, how do we bring back our lost customers, and how do we do it in the most cost-effective way using CDP type platforms. We saw retention increases as high as 5% and reactivation levels increase upward of 10%. So the activation of the first party data, talking to every VIN properly without having to come up with ideas for what the next campaign should be, because we took a life cycle approach to it, had great impact. So when you see closing averages going from 4.5% to 8.5%, you're seeing a 50% increase in sales, lead to sale, and that's a significant lift. And so our dealers have experienced pretty significant lifts off of the platform. And I think that our ability to use these segments to speak in a relevant manner to the consumers and ensure that every VIN or customer, if you will, in the DMS is being communicated with has all the impact.
Nice. Sounds like Curator does a good job unlocking data for salespeople by injecting it into the CRM where they already work. Why is that important for a dealer to consider when looking for a new tool?
That's a great question. As technology is moving so fast, new platforms, new products are coming into the dealership. There's so many solutions, so many sign-ons, so many tools to learn.
Oh yeah.
Driving adoption is very difficult in trying to make people use them. But when you have what we've been able to accomplish by re-injecting all this first-party data across our ecosystem, as a salesperson who is logging into their CRM tool where they live and operate daily, and being able to pull up a customer record and instantly have all the information at your fingertips and know, for example, what was the store's recent outreach to that customer, what was communicated, or what's parked in their garage, or what's their lifetime value, or what vehicles were they shopping on the websites. This information is invaluable that the CRM tools don't have, that they need.
Yeah.
And it makes the salesperson more effective. Many people do not log into the CDP. It's primarily used for outreach and marketing, and these tools lack the ability to connect with the tools where people live and operate every day. So removing the friction, enriching their information is very important.
AI promises to be a hot topic at NADA again this year. Does Curator leverage AI?
Oh, absolutely. We're using AI across Curator, across all of our platforms, quite frankly. So, when we talk specifically about Curator, having AI be able to monitor all the engagement and events that are happening when we do outreach to the consumers, and identify the low-hanging fruit, if you will, of people that are not submitting or raising their hand to say, call me, but their intent and actions are demonstrating that they're about to be in the market, and identify those opportunities and inject those opportunities directly into the salesperson's work plan for them to do follow-up.
Yeah.
Has been tremendously successful in creating additional opportunities. Our sales enablement functionality has also, through the AI, been able to allow us to automate and generate dynamic talk tracks and email messages and text messages that can be sent back to the consumer. That makes it easier for the salesperson to really follow back up with the customer in seconds. So the AI has been really instrumental in helping optimize and how to utilize our tools with the salesperson. Another really big one was in our AI audience builder, where you could ask Curator, how many people in the last 90 days shopped an F-150 truck? And in seconds, Curator could generate an audience and start doing the outreach for those people instantly. So, being able to connect that data, drive the enablement, provide sales lead nurturing with dynamic talk tracks and generated message responses has been tremendous.
That's fantastic. Wow, you've brought car sales down to a science. That's
well, we're working on it.
That's fantastic. Brad Title, founder and president of Gubagoo. Just a reminder here, visit Gubagoo at their booth at NADA in the West Hall. It's booth number 2943W, which stands for West. We're showing all the information on the screen right here. Put these guys on your short list, dealers. You're going to want to see firsthand what Curator is all about. Highly recommend it. You can thank me later for that, but I really suggest that you get out to their booth and check it out. I think you're going to like what you see. So Brad, thank you so much for joining us here at CBT News. Very much appreciated, and look forward to seeing you out at NADA.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching the special edition of Driving Solutions exclusively on CBT News.